going on, everybody? Welcome back into TTP Sports, and we desperately deserve that win as a fan base. As a fan base, we desperately deserved that style of win. 13 runs, you score you score 4 of them in the first inning thanks to Alec Boehm's 3-run shot and Nick Castellanos going back to back. You pile on in certain innings, you battle around a couple of times in this game, and then it all caps off with Weston Wilson hitting for the cycle. You couldn't make that up. You couldn't make that up. I believe that's the first Phillies cycle at Citizens Bank Park since David Bell in 2004. Obviously, JT hit the cycle last year in Arizona in the middle of the season. But, yeah, I don't think anybody had Weston Wilson hitting for the cycle on their books. And it was funny, too. I believe he got the probably the hardest one out of the way, which is the triple. I think most people would probably say the home run is the most difficult, but I think the triple, honestly, is probably the most difficult thing to do to get the cycle. And he got the triple first, and then he got one of the weirdest singles I've ever seen in my life. And then he got the home run, and then he finished it off with a freaking double. He ripped it in the right center field. Thankfully, the Nationals right fielder could not come up with the catch. I want to get sucked back in so badly. I really do. And I really hope that this is the turnaround for this team because, I really hope it's the fact that Kyle Schwarber's grand slam last night woke the team up, and I really hope that was a turning point for this team to get out of this funk, but I'm still gonna stand pat right here. I'm still gonna wait and see what happens. I don't want to be Debbie Downer for all things because today was very fun. I was at tonight's game, so hey, thank God when I go there, I got something fun to watch. And hey, I could cross a cycle off the list of what I've seen in person. So, that's good. That's definitely a good thing to see right there. And as I'm looking down on my screen, I keep seeing the internet going in and out right now, but it doesn't say we dropped any frames. So just warn me, guys, if you think there's anything wrong with the quality of the stream. But right now it's back on full bars, but it's been fluctuating between 3 and 4 bar. So I just want to make sure that nothing is going too weird with the stream right now. So definitely if you can update me in the live chat right here, some guys that are in there. I see you, Zach. I see a bucket getter. So definitely keep me posted there. But a fun game. Just a really fun game. I think Zach Wheeler definitely goes, forgotten in this game because he was very solid, very sharp, and definitely when you put a 9-run lead out there, there were certain instances where Zach Wheeler was having trouble with the pitch count and, battling through some at-bats because some of the Nationals hitters were just being very pesty and very just, fouling every pitch off possible, and that really raised up Zach's pitch count. But when you got a 9-0 lead, I was in the mindset that you should not stretch Zach Wheeler as long as possible in this game because I don't think there is a purpose to it. Just let him go 6 innings, let him get that, and that is, probably a good start there for Zach Wheeler, and it was a really good start. I thought he was very sharp. Another game when they needed the win, he got the job done. And I think this is the first time in the past few games where the Phillies finally did not allow a first-inning run. So that's a start at least. That's a start at least. But you still got, gotta keep this thing moving. You can't have this offensive outburst the past couple of days, and you can't go quiet tomorrow, especially against the caliber of pitcher in Patrick Corbin. I believe he's the one starting tomorrow for the Nationals going up against Aaron Nola. So, yeah, offense cannot go quiet tomorrow. It's demanded that you destroy Patrick Corbin. I need the offense to find a boatload of confidence. They were producing a lot of runs in this game besides the long ball. Trey Turner had a couple of RBIs on a double. Johan Rojas drove in some runs with a base hit. Weston Wilson obviously hitting for the cycle, which was crazy. Bryce Harper manufacturing runs. And Bryce Harper, I think Bryce Harper is slowly finding his way back into the swing of things because when Bryce Harper is hustling and turning a single into a double, and which allows a run to score, Bryce Harper is feeling something at the plate, and that is very good to see and a very positive step there. Trey Turner also got 3 hits in this game, so basically just everybody was hitting on all cylinders. Really, I would say the only guys that really didn't hit on all cylinders was Kyle Schwarber and JT, but they did get on the board with a couple of hits there, so not really going to complain too much in that aspect, as now I see the internet quality drop to 2 bars right there. So let's hopefully it doesn't continue to do that the rest of the night. Oh boy. But yeah, just fun game, boys. Just a fun game overall. And like I said, as a fan base, we really, just really needed a win like that. We needed an offensive outburst like that, where you win by 10 plus runs. You desperately needed that. And I did think some people had, like, in the doubt in the back of their mind when the Nationals were, like, chipping some runs across the board. 2 home runs were allowed to Ruiz, and I believe they got 1 run across there on the ground out. And people were thinking to themselves, oh, please don't allow this team back into the game by any means. Please don't have a bullpen explosion in tonight's game. But that definitely was not going to happen against this caliber of Nationals team. That just wasn't going to happen in the slightest. So, hey. And you put extra runs on the board, so at the end of the day, it did not matter. It did not matter whatsoever, so good win. It's a good win. You also got the benefit of the Mets and the Braves losing as well, so you gain games on both of those teams. So that's always nice at the end of the day, and you can't ask for much there. Basically can't ask for much. Let's go over this game, and I also want to go into, listening to some audio from the game because, why not? I believe the broadcast did there. They sit at a certain spot in the ballpark. I think they were sitting behind home plate somewhere, like above the Diamond Club. So I guess you'll hear from that perspective. I was at the game, so I had no idea what happened in that case. But hey, don't really matter in my standards. So let's go over this game. Let's see how everything transpired, basically. So if ESPN would like to cooperate with me. So let's go. Zach Wheeler gets a nice 1-2-3 inning in the top of the first inning. Had the battle with C.J. Abrams, the first batter of the game, of course. Had the battle for 10 pitches, fouling off a ton of balls. But then he finally got him to pop up to get the first out. Then Zach Wheeler retires the next 2 guys on strikeouts. Definitely helpful a lot there. And now I'm seeing that the connection is dropped to 1 bar. Why does my internet got to do this today? Why does my internet got to do this today? But it looks like it's back on 3 bars, so we're going to have to battle this basically the rest of the night. That's probably going to be the case. It's like really fluctuating right now with the internet. So like I said, if just work with me right here, boys. So hopefully that's not the problem the rest of the way, but it's probably going to fluctuate the rest of the way, knowing my luck. So we'll go bottom of the first inning. Trey Turner reaches in on an infield single, which in my honest opinion should have been an error, but, MLB score decisions are always very lenient. Then Bryce Harper rips a single in the right field, so you got 2 runners on for Alec Bohm, and then Alec Bohm crushes the 3-run shot into the left field stands, gives the Phillies a 3-0 lead, and same thing with Nick Castellanos going back-to-back with a solo shot of his own. JT Realmuto then followed up with a walk, and Bryson Stott reached in on a bunt single, so you have 2 runners on for Wilson and Rojas, but both of them struck out, sadly, so can't add any more damage there, but hey, got 4 runs on the board. That's more than I can ask for at the end of the day. Top of the second, Zach Wheeler with another basically cleaning. Johan Rojas probably should have had a catch out there in center field. The ball dropped and hit his glove, so but Zach Wheeler got out of the inning unscathed. Besides that, bottom of the second inning, Phillies go down basically clean after a Bryce Harper 2-out walk. Basically, nothing really happens until the bottom of the 4th inning. Weston Wilson leads off with a triple the other way, goes off at the right field wall. The right fielder played it very poorly for the Nationals, and then Johan Rojas drives him in with an RBI single. Kyle Schwarber then gets a single, which moves Rojas to third base, but then a throwing error by, I believe it was C.J. Abrams, completely overthrew his third baseman, allowed Kyle Schwarber to get to second base, so he had Trey Turner up with 2 runners on in scoring position with no outs. And then Trey Turner lines a double down the left field line, scores another 2 runs, becomes 7-0 Phillies, and then Bryce Harper, which basically he turned the single into a hustle double like Bryce Harper does when he's going, and it drove in Trey Turner as the throw was going in the second base, and the Phillies take an 8-0 lead. And now the internet looks like it's just constantly getting worse. Now it looks like it's getting a little bit better. I don't know why it's doing this today. Why does it have to do this today? I really hate it. I really hate it. But yeah, Phillies lead 8-0. Nationals decide to go to the bullpen. Nick Castellanos with 1 out, drives in Bryce Harper, makes it 9-0. Phillies had a couple of more chances, but nothing really happened there. Zach Wheeler gave up the home run to Ruiz in the top of the 5th inning, became a 9-1 ball game. Then another run scored for the Nationals in the 6th off of an RBI groundout, became 9-2. Then Kirkering out there on the mound in the 7th, allowed a solo shot, became 9-3, and I think that's when everyone was shitting their pants a little bit just because of, oh no, please, Phillies, don't do this to us. Bottom of the 7th inning, thankfully the Phillies woke up a little bit offensively, just got more runs there, even though I wasn't worried in the slightest. Weston Wilson hit the opposite field solo shot, made it 10-3. Phillies got a couple of more base runners. Schwarber walked. Trey Turner singled, then Bryce Harper reached it on a throwing error, which allowed another run to score. Became an 11-3 ball game. Nick Castellanos did have bases loaded. Nothing happened there with 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th inning, JT led off with a single. Then Weston Wilson got the double, which gave him the cycle, and it's moved JT Realmuto over to third base. Johan Rojas singled, scored 2 runs. He eventually tried to stretch that into a double. Nothing happened there for him. He got thrown out trying to stretch that into a double, basically. And then Kyle Schwarber flied out to end the inning. Then top of the 9th, Lazar out there for the Phillies. Gets the job done. Hitting-wise for the Phillies, they had 17 hits on the night. Kyle Schwarber, he goes 1 for 5. Trey Turner goes 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. So Trey Turner desperately needed a night like that. Bryce Harper goes 2 for 4 with a walk and 2 runs scored. Alec Boehm goes 1 for 4 with 3 RBIs on the 3-run shot. So I believe his on-base streak is now at like 31-plus games, 32-plus games or something like that. So Alec Boehm's definitely on a heater for on-base standards. Nick Castellanos, he goes 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs and a solo shot. JT Realmuto goes 1 for 4 with a walk. Bryson Stott 1 for 4. Weston Wilson goes 4 for 5 with 3 runs scored, an RBI on a solo shot. And basically that equals the cycle. So great stuff there for Weston Wilson. And then Johan Rojas goes 2 for 5 with 3 RBIs on the night. Phillies goes 7 for 14 with runners in scoring position. Definitely haven't seen a night like that in a while. Phillies hit 500 in a game with runners in scoring position. Never knew that was going to happen any day of my life. Weston Wilson went 1 for 2 there. Rojas went 2 for 4. Rojas has had 4 chances tonight. Turner 1 for 1. Boehm 1 for 2. Castellanos 1 for 2. And Harper 1 for 2. Pitching stat-wise, Zach Wheeler, 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run. One of those, 1 earned run, another one was unearned. 6 strikeouts on 96 pitches there. Kirkering, he pitched in the 7th inning, allowed 2 hits, 1 earned run on the solo shot on 19 pitches. Banks came in, allowed 2 hits. Got on 10 pitches, he got out of his inning, and then Lazar allowed a hit on 20 pitches, he got out of his inning unscathed. Good game. Phillies now have 71 wins on the year, and if we look at tomorrow's game, it'll be Zach Wheeler going up against Patrick Corbin. We all know Patrick Corbin here. Please hit him. Please hit him. Don't let this be one of those situations where you score a lot of runs and then your offense goes quiet the next night. Please do not let that be the case. For the love of God, don't let that be the case. My goodness. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please, don't do it. So, let's get to some things on Twitter here, and I also do want to see if there's anything post-game-wise from the from the Phillies. Oh, did I not say Aaron Nola? Oh yeah, Patrick Corbin against Aaron Nola. Yes, yeah. We need Aaron Nola to show up, and we need the offense to hit Patrick Corbin. That's basically the bottom line there. I'm trying to see if there's anything else right here from postgame. I'm not sure if there's anything there at all. So let's see. No, not seeing much there postgame-wise. I'm sure there really isn't. Most of the stuff's going to be a lot of highlights from the game in general. So let's get to those highlights from the game in general. So let's start with the bottom of the 1st inning, getting some runs there on the board. Alec Boehm's 3-run shot.
That one's hit well. Out to left field. No doubt about it. It is gone. A 3-run home run for Boehm. And the Phillies jump out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know what kind of sucked about that when I was there? I kind of couldn't see the ball off the bat because, of course, people were taking their fucking time walking to their seats, and, of course, their seats had to be directly in front of me. So, of course, when those people get to their seats, they take forever just to fucking sit down, and, of course, I hear the crack at the bat, and then I see the ball go out. I'm like, really? 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 Like, come on, guys. Show some fucking common courtesy of allowing me to see an Alec Boehm 3-run shot in person. Please, allow me to do that. And you didn't allow me to do that. So, frickin' shame on you, people that take forever to go to the goddamn seats. Jesus. And also, Jesus, because the internet keeps fluctuating. My God, sometimes I don't understand the internet in OPS. Some days it's perfect. It can go perfect for certain days in a row, and then just that one day where the internet constantly fluctuates. Hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And right now, it's really fluctuating. So, yeah, it's like fluctuating between 2 and 1 bar. I haven't seen 5 bar in a little bit here. Like, come on, man. I just want to see I just want to have a good stream here. I want to have a good stream for the fellas. Like, come on. Why do you got to do this now? Why do we got to do this now? Like, come on. Come on, people. Come on. Like, come on. Gotta help me out here, frickin' OBS. Right now, it's just constantly on 1 bar. I'm dropping so many frames. Why? Why? Oh, man, I hate constantly complaining about the internet the entire time. It sucks. It really sucks. Sorry, I muted the mic there for a second so I could just turn off my fan. Maybe it was my fan doing it, but I highly doubt that was the case. Sometimes I have the fan, and of course now it goes back to fucking 4 bars, so maybe it was the fucking fan. Maybe it was the fucking fan. But right now it does look like we are at 5 bars, so let's see how this goes. Let's see how it goes currently and how it flows. Back to Twitter. Back to the highlights. Let's get the Nick Castellanos fucking home run.
Oh, Castellanos sends one in the air to deep left field. He's going to go back to back. 4-0 Phillies. What a rude awakening for the Nationals here in the bottom of the first inning. Pretty awesome.
Pause that there. Let's. And there was also a part of the game where the Fanatic had to torture the broadcast while on a forklift or something, whatever it was called. He was freaking rising up and just blocking Kruk, and Kruk was just, God, he was just not having it. But let's also get the Bryce Harper's hustle of a double.
Line drive, base hit it to right field. Turner will go to third. He'll hold up there. Harper's going to go to second. Here's the throw. He's safe. And here comes Turner. He'll score. Wow, are they taking advantage of some things tonight?
You talk about playing with some light. Wow. I would say.
Yeah. Bryce Harper looks like he's found a little bit of things right here. Let's get the Weston Wilson. His solo shot.
He sure does. Oh, Weston Wilson hits one out to right. That's pretty deep. Going back is call. It's gone! Opposite field home run. He's a double short of the cycle.
Shows you the just pure strength that Weston Wilson has, getting an opportunity to play and making the most of it.
Shut up, Ben Davis. That's the only thing that sucks about when they do this. You have to have Ruben and Ben Davis on the call instead of just T-Mac and Kruk. You know, that's the only thing that sucks. Let's get to the call of Weston Wilson's cycle.
Oh, drive out to right center field. This might do it. It will do it. Weston Wilson is going to get to second. He's got a cycle.
Oh, wow. How awesome is that?
Weston Wilson.
I got to stand up for
That
him.
is awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir.
Woo.
Yes, sir.
That is so awesome.
Absolutely phenomenal. Yeah. I gotta tell you, I got chills.
I do too.
Yeah, they have the chills like you, Zach. They definitely do. I want to see if there's any other calls from tonight. Let me go to like the NBC Sports Philly page, see if they have any more calls from tonight. Oh, we do. I got Weston Wilson's audio. Let's do that.
Biggest level and in front of the best fans is just awesome.
Weston, this organization's over 100 years old. You're the 10th to hit for a cycle, and you're probably going to get really wet here pretty soon.
Is that right? Yeah.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Thank you.
Well,
Yeah, I'm doused.
Cooperstown's going to get a wet hat.
God damn it, Crookie. What else? Let's see. Anything else? Anything else? We got Bryce Harper's. Here's Trey Turner's double.
Trey Turner. Line drive to left field. That's going to be a big one. Rojas will score. Coasting home Schwarber. Trey Turner. His second hit of the night. Phillies have busted it open. It's 7-0.
That's how you do.
Oh, God. Let's see what else. Is there anything else here?
Be there for the only weekend series.
Let's see. Nope, I don't think there's any more highlight-wise there from today's game. So let's see if there's anything else on the Twitterverse. Now, they just got every hit from Weston Wilson's cycle, so why not do this from the MLB page?
Weston Wilson hits one in the air to right field. That's pretty well hit. Paul's going back toward the wall, and it's off the top of the wall.
That's 3, baby.
Gets away. Wilson can run. He's on his way to third. He stumbled a little bit, but he's got himself a trip to Wilson. Off the hands, out towards second. Garcia lets it drop. Everybody's safe. It's another hit. Weston Wilson hits one out to right. That's pretty deep. Going back is Paul. It's gone. Opposite field home run. He's a double short of the cycle. Drive out to right center field. This might do it. It will do it. Weston Wilson is going to get to second. He's got his cycle. Oh, wow. How awesome is that? Weston Wilson.
You know, the funny thing about that is, when he got the home run, what was that, the 7th inning or something like that, I believe? Yeah, it was the bottom of the 7th inning. So you're thinking to yourself, okay, Weston Wilson got the home run. Of course, he's a double away from the cycle when it's probably his last at bat of the game. But thankfully, the Phillies found a way to keep on hitting in order to get him an at bat the very next inning. So we were basically just all thinking to ourselves, okay, he's probably not getting another at bat the rest of the game. So that kind of sucks from that perspective. But no. I guess the baseball gods wanted to let something good happen to the Phillies for once, and they allowed Weston Wilson to get another chance, and he did make him pay. One thing that also kind of sucked in today's game, Rojas was he wasn't inches. It was definitely a little long a ways away. He probably almost had a grand slam if he hit the fucking ball fair, to be honest. He probably would have had a grand slam in this game. So we probably would have seen everything tonight. Freaking Jesus. Let's see if there's anything else here on Twitter, because a lot of things are updating from the Eagles game as well, because they were playing the Patriots tonight in their second preseason game. So let's see if there's anything here. Let's see, anything else on the Twitterverse? No other things from post-game, no other interviews or anything like that. I don't think there is. Okay, here's a thing from Rob Thompson. Rob Thompson on Weston Wilson's role moving forward. I think he'll get at bats against left-handed pitching for sure, and pinch hitter off the bench. He can run the bases, he can steal bases, he can get a lot of quality. So, yeah, I think Weston Wilson 100% has earned some more at bats. Obviously, he definitely deserves it, in my honest opinion, with the way that he has been playing since being called back up. It hasn't been earth-shattering, but obviously he got that cycle today, so there's really not much to complain here. He definitely deserves more games after that. Gotta be honest. Let's see, is this audio from? Yeah, yes, it is. Let's just get the pure audio from the bank. Hello? Is the audio not coming through there? Interesting. The audio's not coming through on this one. That is weird. That is definitely weird. So I don't see the audio levels going up on that video, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Anything else? Anything else here? I don't think there is. Don't think there is. We don't have any voicemails here on the Anytime Hotline, so no need to go there. Do got some guys here in the chat, so we might as well get to the chat here. But yeah, no really other updates here on the Twitterverse, besides if you're just looking at the rest of the series pitching matchup-wise. So yeah, you got Aaron Nola against Patrick Corbin tomorrow, then Christopher Sanchez against Mackenzie Gore, and then Taijuan Walker on Sunday against Jake Irvin. So, got to win this series first. Tonight was fun. Yesterday was fun with the comeback. Still got to keep winning. 2 wins isn't enough to satisfy fully. They do look like they got a little confidence back, but still, that still goes a long way. We still need to see if they're fully back. A lot of people are already jumping back on the bandwagon after these 2 games. I'm having fun these past 2 games, but I'll still wait to see before I fully believe that they are fully back, because they can obviously just fool us again and break our hearts once again. So we'll see. We'll take it day by day, see how things go there. You got to win this series. You definitely do. I need a good performance from Aaron Nola tomorrow, and I need the offense once again to just keep hitting. They can't go quiet tomorrow against Patrick Corbin. They cannot do that at all. So yeah, that's basically it on that standpoint. If there's a standings update here after the Braves and the Mets lost, so now you're 7 games ahead of the Braves and 9 games ahead of the Mets. The Braves are 4-6 in their last 10, but I believe they won 3 or 4 games against the Giants after losing a couple of series in a row. And the Mets, they lost that series to the Oakland Athletics. They're 4-6 in their last 10 as well. So yeah, we'll see how things continue to roll here. We'll see. Because after this series with the Nationals, you have a day off before you go and play the Atlanta Braves in Atlanta. So schedule definitely gets tougher from here for the next few series after this one. So yeah, you really need to find a way to get your confidence back fully going, because those are some important series coming up. Definitely got to do that. One more update of the Twitterverse, and we'll go to the live chat here. So yeah, see what you guys got here before we end off our stream. And I fully believe now that it was the fucking air conditioner that I had on, which ruined the Wi-Fi. So we fixed it, boys. We fixed it. Better late than never. Perhaps they are back? Question mark, exclamation point from Zach. We'll see, Zach. We'll see. We'll see. I know the Nats suck, but I'm just happy that they're hitting the day in baseball finally. Yeah, I'm definitely happy they've been doing that the past 2 games, but they got to keep doing it. They got to keep doing it. I saw Wyatt Langford cycle in Baltimore. Oh, that's nice. So at least you saw a cycle in person. It wasn't a Phillies, but we'll see. Also saw Josh Beckett's no-hitter in Philadelphia. Oh, God, don't remind me of that. I remember that perfectly. Even though that was like on the down stretch of the Phillies. Like in the down stretch years of the core from 2007 to 2011. Like, what year was that? Was that like, it was 100% after 2012 or so. It was when Josh Beckett was on the Dodgers. So it was one of those later years. So yeah, I have. So I usually have like big things that can happen in baseball games that I have checked off my list. So I finally saw a grand slam and a walk-off home run so many years ago. Like, I went so long without seeing either of those. What else? Finally, saw playoff wins and all that stuff. Obviously, that's going to be checked off the list. I saw like the NL East clincher in 2007. So I saw that in person. What else? I went to the Wild Card Series last year. I went to an NLCS game last year, Game 1 against the Diamondbacks. What else, really? Yeah, now I saw a cycle in person, so you can check that off the list. And I think the other things that you really need to see are really the rarest things that can possibly happen to see in person. Obviously, would be like a no-hitter / a perfect game. That's going to be very rare to see, but Zach got that out of the way. Sadly, it wasn't for the Phillies. It was against the Phillies. Sadly, that was the case. But, what else? I guess a World Series win, or like seeing the pennant clinched. Damn, I wish I went to the pennant clincher in 2022. I wish that was the case. But, yeah, I think it would be like no-hitter / a perfect game, then like a pennant clincher or a World Series clincher. So I think those would be the last couple of things checked off the list or something like that. I guess you could say like a 3-homer game would be on the list as well, like something rare as that as well. So you never know. You never know. But definitely got one of those checked off tonight with the cycle. Bucket also saw as well. Feels a bit like the no last. Oh, from fucking Michael Lorenzen. I don't know why I forgot his name for a second. I don't know why I blanked on his name for a second. Michael Lorenzen. Kind of, I guess you could say. I guess you could say that. Goofy defense all around. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. 10-year-old Zach finally got to see his childhood heroes, and they couldn't get it. I know it's too much to ask, but this team is very talented to do it, and I would like to see at least a sweep before I'm any bit convinced that we're back. I don't blame you, Tyler. I don't blame you, Tyler, whatsoever. I asked for a sweep too, but we'll see. We'll see. I was at the pennant clincher with my dad in 22. Oh, good for you, Zach. Good for you. That definitely was I got to see Bryce Harper's swing of his life in person. I wish I was able to do that. I wish I was. Because me and my dad were in with the trying to do the lottery thing for the Phillies tickets, and we never won the lottery to get those, and we weren't paying the excruciating prices that were on the secondary market for those games. So sadly that we just didn't get, we were lucky enough to get an offer for tickets or anything like that, so sadly we couldn't. We went to 2 playoff games last year, which was the first wild card game against Miami and the first game of the NLCS against the Diamondbacks. But now that me and my cousin are season ticket holders, and we sold a lot of tickets this year, so we have the money saved up for playoff tickets. So hopefully we'll be able to go to more this year, and hopefully it'll be a long one. But still, it remains to be seen. Remains to be seen right now with this team. Hopefully they're back. Hopefully they are. But I'm still, holding my doubts in the back of my head because got to see more. Got to see more. These past 2 games were fun. Fun can take you only such a long way. Gotta keep winning here. Gotta keep winning. Gotta win this series at the least. And you gotta keep that confidence rolling into these tough series that are coming up with the Braves, with the Royals, with the Astros. Gotta keep the confidence rolling. You gotta prove to us that you can keep winning consistently again. So, we'll see. We'll see. But not as bad as Eagles playoff. Oh yeah, no doubt, nowhere near as bad as Eagles playoff tickets. I've still never been to an Eagles game in my entire life, just because prices are terrible to get. And I think personally, I think football is better to watch on television than it is at a game, in my personal opinion. I've been to a football game before. I've been to college football games with Temple, and yeah, watching football on television is way better than watching it probably in person, I would say. Because there's a lot more that you can see on the television than in the field, because you're like, oh, where's the first down mark? Oh, get the help from the television, and, all that stuff. Oh, man. Oh, man. Let's see, nothing else on the Twitterverse. Oh, the Eagles did win the preseason game against the... Did win the preseason game. You saw them play the Ravens in Baltimore? That's nice. That's nice. So let's see. Weston Wilson. I was aware of the cycle because Bryce Harper was at the top of the steps letting me know. That's funny, actually. That's actually pretty funny. So let's see. Dougie P went for 2 and they lost by 1. Damn. Classic Doug Peterson. Tanner McKee. Oh, yeah. 100% Tanner McKee is quarterback, too, because Kenny Pickett is not good. Kenny Pickett is not a good quarterback. He can't throw a ball more than 5 yards. Can't throw a ball more than 5 yards. That is unreal. Fonte Maddox had a nice interception today, too. I saw that on Twitter. That was nice to see. Very nice. But I did, what was it, Kelly Ringo, I believe, went down with an injury, if I'm not mistaken. Was it Kelly Ringo, or was it someone else? Was it Tyler Steen? No, I think it was Tyler Steen, not Kelly Ringo. Was it Tyler Steen, Zach, or was it Ringo that went down with the ankle injury? I forgot off the top of my head. Never seen a hockey game in person, but I heard, oh, Tyler, you need to go to a hockey game. You 100% need to go to a hockey game. Are you in the Philadelphia area, Tyler? Go to a Flyers game and see Matvey Michkov in person. Go to the Flyers game and see Matvey Michkov in person, because I'm sure that'll be worth the price of admission, personally. Oh, Steam was the one with the injury. He got carted off. Okay. Hopefully everything's okay with him. hopefully everything's okay with him. What was it, an ankle injury or something like that? I believe. I forgot the name at first, but so it's Tyler Steen, but I do remember seeing something like an ankle injury or something like that. Let's see, anything else? Oh yeah, 100% get Flyers tickets to go and see. Matvey Michkov in person. Definitely go and do that. But yeah, I think that's a good time to end it here because we're getting closer to 10:30, and I think Brodes' recap is probably happening at any moment. At this point, he's probably recording as we speak, and maybe getting finished at recording and getting posted sometime soon before I can start fucking editing. I'm always this dramatic with the editing process. I'm always a jerk off to him just with the editing, just because he always does it so late. So I'll probably be up till around like 1 a.m. So you'll see all that stuff. Brodes is probably posting it eventually. So appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight. Good win by the Phillies, fun win by the Phillies, but gotta keep this going. Gotta keep this going before I can fully buy back in. Got to see more. Got to see consistency. I need a good game tomorrow from Nolan. I need the offense to keep showing up. You can't go quiet against Patrick Corbin. And just, continue to find this confidence. Hopefully that Kyle Schwarber's Grand Slam saves the season. Hopefully that can be the case. So, thanks, guys, for tuning in. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Does me a great deal of service. Also, use the code TTPSPORTS, $20 off your first purchase at SEATGEEK. Great deal. Do not pass it up. I see a couple of guys here coming in at the last second and starting the stream over, so I appreciate you guys for doing that, but I also appreciate you guys for tuning in the entire time. So, thanks, guys, for tuning in. We'll see. Buy back in. Don't be a bandwagon. I got to see more. Ian. I got to see more. I got to see this consistently. I can't be bought back in after 2 games. I'm still watching the games every single time, but I need to see more consistently. I need to see more consistently before I fully, because I've been heartbroken before. I've been heartbroken before with the series win against the Dodgers, then following that up by losing to the Diamondbacks in a 3-4. So I need to see more. I just need to see more. If you win this series, then show stuff against, the Royals, the Braves, and the Astros. There you go. So, once again, final sign-off, guys. Thanks for tuning in.